There's an interesting phenomenon taking place not only on YouTube, but any social media platform, and it's one that's bothered me for years, yet it doesn't seem to affect others in the same way. A genre plaguing the site with thousands, if not millions of channels dedicated to this practice. We attack large YouTubers for the content they put on their channels, but turn a blind eye to the vultures picking at our own. Theft is a topic I've talked about several times in my videos, and it's the same we'll be going into today, although the reaction to it is slightly different. Because with channels like TSM Ninja, by 9 to 5, it's almost universal to dislike these kinds of people. Yet, for some reason, the others I'll be talking about today aren't hated, but instead are praised by most despite the similar, if not worse tactics being used. Things like clickbait, stealing, deceiving, spam, and videos with little to no effort are things we all condemn, but we make a pass for compilation channels. Can you imagine just not making a single video in your entire life, just stealing other people's content, putting it together and uploading it, acting as if it's your own and getting millions of views, thousands of dollars for doing nothing essentially? So why is it that we all band together to mock and ridicule reaction channels and thieves who put up pathetic clickbait for their thumbnails, but ignore the channels where the only thing they create are the negative practices we all despise? It's not like effort is put into these videos, it's simply take a bunch of random funny clips, and a majority of the time it's probably just from other compilations themselves, sticking them together, putting some random clickbait or all caps title and get millions of views. Then have giant YouTubers react to them, which is another topic I'll get into later, and without doing anything original at all. Remember SoFlo Antonio? That big-nosed bastard that was playing chess while us peasants were busy playing checkers? H3H3 made a series of videos calling him out for the scumbag practices he does, stealing other people's content, putting it into a video, making profits off of it, all without the permission of the original owners. So after describing SoFlo's channel, what can you tell me about any other compilation channel that would make them any different? Yet they get millions of views, endless support, nobody calling them out for what they are. Why is that? You get multi-million subbed accounts making reaction videos to these channels, which also seems kinda lazy, although I would be lying if I said I hadn't watched one before. But the only reason I don't have as big of a problem with someone like Markiplier reacting to these kind of videos is at least he puts a bit of personality in there. He isn't doing some fake over-the-top reaction or sitting there stone-faced for the whole thing. He at least adds something to it, which is more than any compilation channel has ever done. Now, last video I had some interesting people try to correct me on what original content was. I had a person who tried to compare what By 9 to 5 does by directly stealing content and reposting it, try to compare that to Ford versus Chevy. After taking a breather from what quite possibly could have been the worst argument I have ever heard, I decided this would be the perfect video to laugh and show some examples of the lazy kind of content I despise with compilation videos. But what takes them a step further from that trash like By 9 to 5 is this thing. This little guy right here. See that? See that little smudge on your screen? That's a watermark. And the irony of a compilation channel having a watermark has convinced me that this is some crazy social experiment or just a massive troll. There is no way people are dumb enough to download, put together content that has nothing to do with them and add nothing to the videos themselves and being like, yeah, this is mine now. Every day I see YouTube trying to recommend me these videos and constantly having them shared on Facebook. It's like a weird problem that we should all know is bad, but instead we choose to accept it. Is it because it's funny? What about all the creators who put effort behind those videos who don't get mentioned? Remember the Vine book where it was just a bunch of quotes but no mentions of the original creators? I remember the backlash over that. But again, what's the difference between something like that and these channels? Both take popular moments from hundreds of people, put it together, post it, make money off of it, with no mention of the people who actually made it. It's almost like there's a certain number. It somehow becomes original or acceptable. Like, if I re-upload one video, it's theft. Everyone rightfully hates it. If I upload 2, 3, 4, 5 videos together, it's still wrong. People will call me out for it. Yet, if I were to upload 10 videos, stitched together with nothing original added, put a label on there saying it's a funny compilation video, I'll get millions of views. People will praise my content, when, if anything, what I've done is worse than re-upload just a single video. Another example of this hypocrisy is it's only a small step from top 10 videos to just compilations. Again, people bash top 10 lists all the time. God, anytime you mention worst channels, you get things like Brightside, Watch Mojo, Infinite List, all for good reason. But at the very least, they add a little bit of character to the video. And on some, you can learn about the topics themselves, since they'll often have kind of a little fact on the side. All I've ever seen added to a compilation is the occasional transition and a watermark. No commentary, no reaction, no added video of themselves, just stolen video after stolen video. So then, why do they get so many views? Why is it that pointless clickbait and garbage titles with no originality get millions of views? I think a large part of it is because they challenge you with basic tricks like try not to laugh or try not to cry. I imagine most people think to themselves, well, I can control myself, this should be easy. If I win, I showed that video, and if I lose, I might get a good laugh out of it. I think that somehow takes people out of actually thinking about the video itself and the lazy people behind it. I don't have a problem when a channel makes a compilation video of their own content, kind of a montage of, previous clips, things like funniest moments in my streams or scary moments during this game's playthrough. That's fine. Gives you quick snippets of the channel and some of its highlights. The other reason I think they get so popular is, well, we all like seeing people fail. We're all just awful people. We enjoy laughing at other people's misfortunes because we can relate. We've all been the person that other people have laughed at doing something silly ourselves. So it's fun to see someone else go through that same situation and share that feeling we can all relate to. But back to my opinions on these videos. I don't see these channels being any better than people like TSM Ninja because there really isn't that much of a difference. It's just upload others' content, make money for no effort. But I think one of the worst genres of compilation videos are news bloopers. Because every thumbnail is some half-naked chick with circles and arrows all over the place. Yet it'll maintain a 90% like ratio on most of them. These obviously prey on younger viewers to grab their attention in desperate hopes for some views, and it's pretty successful. Although, it's obviously a plot from the news channels themselves to get younger viewers to watch. I've already said too much. But even worse than the news bloopers are the compilation videos of Twitch fails. I mean, it's hardly clickbait as much as just taking a screenshot of any moment from these hoes during their jobs because they're just e-hookers. But my god, these Twitch fail videos need to be deleted. Every thumbnail I see is some half-naked chick in some sexual position, or it's cropped to make it look like something that isn't happening, look like something much worse. Thank God my channel doesn't have enough subscribers to get monetized, just so I can be demonetized. But if you'd like to fix that, then go ahead, click this. But seriously, you don't have to look up girl fails or Twitch fails to find these. Just go on YouTube, type in Twitch, and this is all you'll see. There aren't any real streamer videos on there because it wouldn't get as many views. I was worried I had the wrong damn tab open for a minute. I just want other people to see these channels for what they are. Lazy, unoriginal, desperate thieves. Anyway, this has probably been a shorter video because it's more about a general topic than any channel in particular, and since these are all just clones of each other, any sentence I say about one of them pretty much copies over to all of them pretty seamlessly. But at the end of this video, I just want everyone to ask themselves one question. Next time you see a compilation channel or YouTuber who uses sexual or ridiculous clickbait in their thumbnails, or someone who just posts other people's videos, ask yourself, well, what's the difference?